There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the three as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
Well, then they picked the right guy to put on him.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for two.
He doesn't get the second one. The Clippers shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Bullock. Beyond the arc. Lock at 6. Here's Zagorak. No luck. Gorjat with the defensive effort.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Pass to Porter. He kicks to Gorjat. Shoots from the block, and that one's good.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for Washington.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? It's got to be frustrating to shoot so poorly when the other team is on fire.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And I think this win builds confidence for this year in the matchup. They take the first win of the season series, and you know that could play a factor the next time these two teams meet.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for G. You can set a tone with defense, and that is exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Yeah, a disappointing trip to the line, even though it was just one miss. Now is not the time to be missing free throws.
Gorjat misses. The Clippers shooting 43% from the floor. Farmar dishes to Bullock. Kicks it to Farmar. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Feeds to Hawes. Down low. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Boy, if they could have had this kind of run earlier in the game, it might have made a big difference.
You know, I think a big reason behind the run, Steve, is that they're not getting pressured as much by the defense now that the game's all but finished.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Rice passes to Porter. They set the pick. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them.
Zagorak. Gortat covering. Pass to Farmar. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Jordan Farmar. Assist from Zagorak.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
You put on what was simply an incredible fourth period. How were you able to take over this game in the end?
I think our team just wore them down over the course of the first 3 quarters. And during the fourth, it made things easy for myself and others to create space and get the shots that we like to take. It was really a team effort. Definitely.
It was a pleasure for us to watch. Thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan player of the game.